All right, well, welcome to day 4. So glad you're still here with me. And the thing to remember about this is a little bit every day is a lot for your body. A little bit every day is all like compounding interest in a bank account. It gets stronger and stronger and greater every time you do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I remember this analogy: we don't eat the whole chocolate cake all at once. We take it bite by bite. So savor each day. Savor your awesome body for what it can do. We're going to come onto the back and we'll start off with some little toe taps. So we're going to slowly roll on down. And so I have this beautiful cue of the belly pressing flat to the floor. So it's not you forcing your lower back into the floor and your neck all tenses. It's more like the rib cage softens down and the belly presses down nice and easily to the floor. You might even place your hands on your belly. And just take a few moments here to just simply breathe. You have your hands resting on your tummy, the palms of your hands on your hip bones and the fingers just across. Every time you breathe out, you might just feel your tummy muscles kind of just gently tightening a little and the belly pressing down. Good. So when you're ready, we're going to lift the right leg up into tabletop and then place it back down. The left leg's going to lift and then pop down. And so all the while you're thinking of your belly being nice and grounded to the floor. And so I'm just starting off here, and like for some of you, you might go, that's pretty simple, Jen. But sometimes it's nice to just get these foundations back in the body again. So a leg float is where you might stay. And the goal here is to keep all of this part of your body really quiet. Breath will just move smoothly in and out through the nose and the mouth. And stay with this if this is just perfect and you're really working hard to keep the pelvis nice and heavy to the floor, the belly heavy to the floor. Or if you'd like a little more, the one leg will lift up to tabletop. The belly presses down to floor, so no movement through here as the legs come into that tabletop shape. And now we go into toe tap. So again, I encourage you to keep your hands on your belly. And so when the toes tap towards the end of the mat, we're not popping or loafing the belly underneath your hands. We're going to keep the belly pressing down towards the floor. There's no tension in the lower back because the tummy is taking all the load. Good, so we'll just continue this for another 5. You'll feel your hip flexors working here. We are, after all, in hip flexion. Good. And so let's continue that for another 4, another 3, another 2, and another 1. Hold the legs in tabletop. Both arms will float to sky. Now, of course, if your feet are down to the floor, you can still lift the arms to the sky. And so you're going to float the right arm back behind you without letting the belly lift up off the floor, and then the right hand comes back in, and then the left arm and back in. Good, so we'll just do another 2 or 3 more sets of those. And you're thinking, why am I working my arms, Jan, when I should be working my hips? Well, you know, you are not just a pelvis and 2 legs, just saying. And then next time the left arm comes back up to sky, we hold, belly flattens flat to the floor, lift both legs, good. And now it is right arm goes back as left toe taps. So if your back lifts up off the floor, if your belly lifts up through the front of your t-shirt, your belly is going to press back down as you do that tap and then come back through center. There'll be an exhale breath that'll be helpful as you come through center. So when you start to feel the form disappearing through your torso, an exhale breath will just cue the orchestra of your abdominal muscles to switch on. Nice. So for the purists that like to really focus on that breath, as you exert the tummy, there's an exhale breath, there's an inhale as you come back through center. Exhale as you reach and back in. It's not so much about being the purist, but I find sometimes if we just talk so much about the breath, we just tend to freeze. In all the classes I've taught over the last 10 to 12 years, people don't, and even for myself, is we tend to get so fixated on the breath that we don't move. So we just get the body moving and we breathe to what we feel. We breathe to what we see. Good, you've got one more on each side. My hip flexors are saying, hey. Good, come back through center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a breather. Feet flat to the floor. We'll lift back up into the bridge. So here we are in that bridge. So we'll open up through the hips and then reach your hands down towards your heels. Now this is not so much core, but it's just a little bit of a release for those hip flexors. A little tuck under the tail, not too much, but just right. So it feels comfy for you. And then your right leg's going to lift into tabletop. We just lower and lift. Left hip down and up for 10, 9, or 8. Really honoring this tabletop here. Often I see this in class, so just make sure the shin is parallel to the ceiling for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Little hold. Place the foot down, left leg lifts up, and we lower and lift for 10, for 9, for 8. And that's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Lift those legs back up into table, belly flat to the floor, arms out wide to a capital T shape or a goalpost. And now we drop the legs up and over to the right, keeping the shoulders connected to the mat. And then use the tummy muscles to bring the legs through center. And then up and over to the left, up and back through center. So the goal is to keep the shoulders connected to the mat. And you'll find that one side is easier. If your hip flexors are grabbing and singing, as I say, like a soprano, cross your legs, flex your feet, or squeeze a block or a cushion in between you. And then through center. Just one more on each side. And center. And then last time. And center. Little hug of knees to chest. A little rock on up. And thank goodness day 4 is done. I'll see you tomorrow on day 5. Bye for now.